Hello there, this is James Scrofty, 1978, and one truism which is so widely propagated by Second Amendment fetishists that I honestly didn't even question it myself, is that the Nazis banned all private gun ownership, but on the contrary though, having always argued that this was one ultimately insignificant step into turning Germany from a democracy to a tyranny, because instead of seizing power by force, the Nazis manipulated the people into handing over their rights out of fear of communist terrorism. This morning, when I was trying to find out exactly when the Nazis banned all gun ownership, seeking to prove that it would have been one of the final rights to be stripped away, according to the Wikipedia article linked down as the underbar, the Nazis actually expanded gun ownership rights for all German citizens, except for Jews, who were only directly banned from owning weapons of any kind, including knives or truncheons after Kristallnacht, having already long since been agitated against by the Nazi regime and stripped of every other right that they ever had under German law, to the point at which they were no longer even citizens at all. And as my girlfriend pointed out when I mentioned this to her before recording this video, in an increasingly paranoid and isolationist country motivated more every passing day by nationalistic racism and xenophobia, this guns for all white Christians mentality, doing absolutely nothing to defend, undermining, and eventually revoking the rights of marginalised groups to own weapons makes perfect sense. Because in the end, regardless of whether we're talking about Nazi Germany 80 years ago or Trump's America today, whether it's the international Jewish conspiracy, the government, socialists, immigrants, Muslims, Hispanics and Latinos, terrorists, Muslims again, or criminals, black people, Hispanics and Latinos who they are desperate to defend themselves from, and regardless of whether we're talking about the Second Amendment, feminism, or immigration, whether it's legal or not, the bottom line is always power. The bigoted fear that someone else will have power over you, when as a straight white Christian man, surely it's God's will that you will always be in charge.
The Constitution does not decree the right to keep and bear arms. It says the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
The NRA believes that America's laws should be obeyed, and we will defend the right to bear arms
by any means necessary. We will not be docile for our oppressors.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're with the NRA?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there a problem?
No.
No, of course not. The NRA thinks that everyone should have guns.
Yes, all my brothers should have guns. And we will not rest until we are roaming the streets heavily armed.
Absolutely. How many brothers do you have?
Our numbers grow daily with every hate crime or case of police brutality.
Good. Why do you want to own guns again?
It's my right.
Right. But the Second Amendment also mentions a well-regulated militia.
We have a well-regulated militia.
And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.